Blast! Come on, how many hands is that?
He's just got that special something, Corso. Maybe you'll figure it out someday.
Better ways to spend my time.
Since the game's winding down, think I could borrow you for a minute? I think someone's tampered with the Navicomputer.
Tampered with it? How?
I couldn't begin to guess. Every time I put in a course, it replots it to a planet at the very edge of the Outer Rim. Rishi.
Rishi? The pirate hideout?
So I've heard. It's not that we couldn't make some credits in that type of setting, but I prefer to have a choice in the matter.
Can we fix the thing?
Already done. But someone wants us on that planet. Some kind of subtle job offer?
Or a trap?
Either way, sounds like more fun than another hand of sabacc. Let's find out what Rishi has in store.
Oh, hello. You're from the Red Hulls, aren't you? Welcome to Raiders Cove. Nothing but fellow pirates here. You and your crew don't have to kill or maim or eat anyone, right?
Kill or what? Eat people? What are you talking about?
It's what you do. Everyone knows, and it's no big deal. I'm sure those people your crew ate on Talaran had it coming. But we're all friends here, right? No need for any massacres or cannibalism here.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Take it easy, friend. Is this the face of some brutal killer or person eater? I am a captain, but the rest you've got wrong.
You don't have to hide. Everyone's heard of you, and no one is disgusted or terrified of what they've heard. Not at all. Except Goro, I guess. He's been saying you'd show up and that he'd love to take you on, but he doesn't speak for the rest of us.
Where can I find this Goro person?
The cantina? Probably. He hangs out there a lot. They serve good food there. No need to eat anyone.
Patogawa kiku bakili. Kusa malachikuta, ikosa mose ala tuta.
You must be Goro.
Bampaula kavaji oto.
Easy, Goro. I just cleaned up after your last brawl. Don't do this to me again.
Kafsta undile, Gio hola lokuta.
Who told you that I'm the captain of the Red Hulls?
Makipuna mali tuta o Mishka.
I can see where this is headed.
Ah!
This is the worst mess yet. You're not gonna eat him, are you? That's the last thing I need people hearing about my place.
Please, listen to me. I am not a cannibal, I am not a pirate. I just came for information. I didn't want any of this to happen.
Yeah, well, Goro did. When he saw a chance for blood, he always went for it. No talking him down.
Do you know who told Goro about me?
Kai Zyken. He's an idiot that runs one of the crews here in town. Goro had just come from one of Zyken's sabak games when he started talking you up. Had to be him. I don't let Zyken or his goons into my place. You'll have to find them out in town somewhere. And watch out for Goro's brother. He's a handful.
Hi, Zyken.
Huh? No speak basic. Ni wanna wonga? Neither did Goro, apparently. This is not my day. Hello! Yes, I am indeed Kai Zyken. Though there are probably lots of people with that name. Just saying.
You don't have to be afraid. I'm not who you think I am. I just want information.
Yeah, information on getting your credits back. Come on, this isn't my first shakedown. You don't really need those credits now, do you? As in, now?
We've never even met before. How could you possibly owe me credits?
What? Is that rhetorical? We never met in person, but we still had a deal, I know. I'm not trying to worm my way out of it. Tell you what, instead of credits, how about I tell you who warned me that you were coming? That's gotta be worth something, right? So you can go after whoever sold you out, and I could stay in one piece?
Go on.
It was a message, so I saved it on my data pad. Yeah! Oh. Great! He put it in the lockbox! It's all yours! Anything else in there too, you just help yourself.
Kai Zyken, greetings. I have important information for you. The Red Hulls may be the galaxy's most bloodthirsty and sadistic pirate crew, and they're heading towards Rishi. I'm sure you remember the debt that you owe the Red Hulls. Quite a few credits. Not something they're likely to forget. My droids are spreading word of their arrival. If you were to do the same, they might be too distracted to come after you. The choice is yours, of course.
Greetings, gentle being. Let me regale you with the tale of the dread Red Hulls and their monstrous, flesh-eating captain. Oh my! You are the monstrous, flesh-eating captain of the Red Hulls! What a singular pleasure to meet you!
Who programmed you to say these things about me?
I'd be happy to tell you. They're eager to meet you, after all. Big fans. You can find them at these coordinates, but do be careful. After your magnificent duel with Goro, there may be others out for revenge. Excuse me, you there? Have you heard of the dread Red Hulls and their monstrous flesh-eating captain?
Smuggler Kinduk. Apsua Spido, Smuggler Kinduk.
Goro started that fight. I never wanted to tangle with him.
Unvaru Karutaru, Maketi Momaru. Kugar. Gora, Tim unstable drar. Daugai. Daino to ubu sabu. Daino to ubu shabu.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear. In fact, if you could tell people how I'm not a cold-blooded murderer, I'd appreciate it.
Hey there.
Theron? Lana? You're the ones behind all of this?
Guilty as charged. Sorry if we put you out, but we had to be cautious.
The Revanites have gone to increasingly severe lengths to hunt us down since we destroyed their operations on Rakata Prime.
We had to get you here to help us without leaving a trail. Sorry we couldn't be more direct.
After so long, I started to think you'd run back to the Empire without even saying goodbye.
I wouldn't dream of it.
All right, let's focus here. We need to go after the pirates that run things on Rishi, the Nova Blades. They butcher entire starship crews and enslave anyone on Rishi who stands up to them. And now we've learned that they're working with the Revanites.
The Nova Blades are being sent to attack trade lanes in very specific areas. They've gradually remapped quite a bit of stellar traffic. It's all very strange.
The Revanites have some major expenses. Maybe the pirates are just helping them cover costs.
That may well be part of it, but there's more. A pattern, though we can't determine its purpose.
We need to shake the Nova Blades down, find out what they know. Their computers could tell us everything. But a direct attack on the Blades base now might make the Revanites suspicious. We need to hide our real motives.
So that's why you told everyone I'm a pirate. When I attack them, it will look like a fight between gangs instead of a targeted move.
Exactly. Now, before we send you for the main event, we should hit a few other Nova Blade holdings to solidify the cover story.
The Blades have a supply cache hidden nearby. Once the Red Holes have destroyed it, word should spread quickly. We have some mutual friends who are excited to help with the task. They'll meet you in the field to settle the details.
Jakaro and C2D4?
The very same.
While you're hitting the supply cache, we'll keep spreading the word about your grudge and see if we can find any other targets. Sound good?
Just be sure you don't make things too colorful. People think I'm bad enough as it is.
I think going after the Nova Blade should increase your popularity quite a bit.
Good luck.
Must you complain so loudly, Master? There could be ruthless pirates or hungry wildlife all around us, hearing us, smelling us.
You should watch out for cannibals, too. Apparently that's actually a problem around here.
Well, I think I'm safe on that account at least. Hopefully.
Theron and Lana said you'd have a plan.
You mean we don't have to go charging in face first this time? We're staying in the ship? Oh, thank you, Master, thank you. Oh, yes. Please make sure it's clear that this was the work of the Red Holes. We need to keep up appearances, after all.
Sure thing. You two ready?
It's like a war zone, Commodore. We're gonna lose everything if we don't airlift what's left to the slave camp.
We're not backing down just because some upstart crew thinks they got what it takes to break us. Buckle down, be a Nova Blade, and kill whoever's messing with us.
But Commodore Marcock...
Go tell the Commodore and the rest of the Blades that the Red Hulls are in charge now.
Heard stories about you. Dropped Goro. Put a fright into that weasel Zykin. I took down a dozen contenders to get this post. I ain't even a little bit scared of you.
I was hoping you'd pick that one.
Hey there. I don't know if you guys have heard, but the Red Hulls just completely trashed a Nova Blade supply cache. I understand the main suspect is being described as skilled and extremely attractive.
Nice work.
I believe one more assault on the Nova Blades holdings should be enough to solidify our pirate feud and disguise our true goal.
One of the Blades mentioned a slave camp. Do you know anything about it?
We do.
You remember me saying that the Nova Blades basically run things around here? For the most part, they're pretty hands-off. But if someone stands up to them or fails to pay their fees to live here, the Blades grab them and ship them off to the slave camp.
The slaves are a substantial part of the Nova Blades' income, both through their labor in hazardous mines and as merchandise for off-world slave traders. According to our information, the slaves are kept on a remote island under heavy guard. Do you think you can manage to free them?
You really aren't like other Sith, are you?
I like to think I'm my own woman.
Since we don't know the island's exact coordinates, your best bet is to stow away in one of the shipping containers the Nova Blades take out there. Once you reach the slave camp, you can catch them by surprise, break up the security, and free as many as possible.
Certainly nothing a daring star pilot can't handle, yes?
Carl, I have a pickup for you.
SWTOR here. We have your coordinates and are on our way.
Been mining Exonium for the Blades every day for 2 years. All to pay off a lousy $3 grand I owed. And I ain't the only one.
You're free to do what you want now.
Yeah, and we had a talk about that. Even in this place, we hear stuff. About your gang, the way you've been making life ugly for the Blades. We want to be a part of that.
You want to work for me?
Hey, we're good at a whole lot of stuff. Tell you what, get in touch with a pal of mine in Raiders Cove. Harlow Ricks. Check in with Ricks from time to time, tell him what you want us to do, and we'll do it. Simple as that. You get nice and close to Margok. You give him one for me, alright?
I got the slaves off of the island.
We heard. Word of your raids is going around fast. Even the Revanites have heard about the Great Red Hulls.
We just intercepted this transmission from the Nova Blades headquarters.
This is ridiculous. How am I supposed to hold up our part of the deal if you won't give us any backup when we're in trouble?
Then perhaps we should seek other allies. I'm sure there are other crews on this planet who are capable of managing their own affairs.
Hey, we've done our share. You wanted the shipping lanes raided, we raided them. You wanted stragglers picked off from the big battles, we did it.
And your clumsiness cost us our Mandalorian allies.
Torching her crew of old fossils, we're better off without them.
And I'm beginning to think we're better off without you. Deal with your own problems, if you want to prove otherwise.
We have Revan and his followers fooled. We'd better move quickly. If they cut the Nova Blades out, there may not be any information left to recover.
I agree. Speed is essential now.
The Nova Blades are based out of an old crashed warship, the Aggressor. You've probably seen it off in the distance. You need to hit them hard. Make it look like the goal is to completely crush them, so nobody notices when we raid their computer cores for intel.
Chikaro is refueling his ship as we speak. While you approach the Aggressor, you can use your target designator to call for his assistance, just like before.
Sounds like fun. I'll get in touch when I hit the Aggressor, so you can start putting together a victory party at the cantina.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Good luck.
Good work. You really are insane. Coming after us here? Should have stuck with picking on tourists in the Outer Rim.
The Red Hulls aren't even real, Margok. I'm here about your friends, the Revanites.
Now, you know more than I would have thought. But you're not gonna take our place in that deal. Or any other. The Nova Blades founded Raiders Cove. We've been here long before you, and we'll still be here long after.
Good job blowing our cover there. Lucky for you, I've shut down his other comms, so he can't give Revan a heads up. I can get the doors open, but it looks like the Nova Blades have their own slicers on staff, so I can't get any real data.
I'll take care of them.
Good luck.
This is my ship. Think you could just walk on in and be left alive?
I'm in. There are dozens of comm logs in here, hundreds. Sent to people all over the galaxy. Coruscant, Droman Kos, Corellia. The names are all encoded, but breaking through that is only a matter of time. I'm gonna get started right away. Great work.
You should hurry back. Despite what we overheard earlier, the Revanites could show up at any moment to try and help their allies. Besides, I think we've earned a bit of a celebration.
And you said planning a party would be getting ahead of ourselves.
Do forgive my basic sense of caution. Welcome back. You've achieved more in your short time here than we ever thought possible. You should be proud.
I think seeing that smile of yours is a much better achievement for the day.
Now you're just teasing me.
I also said we should stop for decorations on the way. Now the party's terrible, and it's our fault as much as theirs.
Hey, slicing the Nova Blade files is slow going, but I've already found more references to this Torch person that Margok and Revan were talking about. She definitely heads up a group of Mandalorians based here on Rishi. They were allied with the Revanites, but then broke ties, and not on good terms. If we can find Torch and get her talking, she might give us some good intel. Maybe even help us take the Revanites on.
I've fought my share of Mandalorians. It would be nice to have some on our side for a change.
Agreed. It looks like Torch and her crew control their own island not far from here. Think you could head over and see what she has to say?
This is gonna end badly. Wait and see.
I'm sure you can handle one aging crew of Mandalorians.
Well, if it isn't the Voidhound himself. You know, I ran into your pirates on Port Nowhere. It's cute how they fight to be your favorite.
Beryl Thorn. How long's it been? Since Quesh?
Let's not talk about Quesh. I still have a rash from the fumes. Look, I saw you were on Rishi and thought I'd run something past you. An opportunity's come up. How would you like to make a fortune together?
Make a fortune together? Smuggle core samples together? Whatever you need me for.
Just the fortune for today. Swing by my ship and we'll talk. Barrel out.
Captain?
Beryl? So what have you been up to?
Got offered a privateer contract like you. Turned it down. Not my thing. But I was flying war supplies for a while. Then the Senate passed a bill saying persons with a criminal record can't fly war supplies. So it's been rough since then.
Where's your droid? Argo?
Lost him escaping Nar Shaddaa when the Hutt cartel infighting started. Like I said, it's been rough. What about you? Heard rumors you've been busy.
Sounds like what you've been through has been more than rough. You want to talk?
Thank you. No. Really, being alive makes me one of the lucky ones. Anyway, on to business. You ever heard of Garblack the Hutt?
Rings a distant bell.
Former businessman, retired to a moon of Hofsko about a decade back. Pretty sedate taste for a Hutt, likes to avoid trouble. Now with the Cartel-Republic alliance, he's terrified of being caught in the crossfire. So, he came up with a plan.
And what plan is that?
Garblack built a luxury dreadnought, and he's leaving known space on a 10-year pleasure cruise. Thinks the war will be over when he gets back.
The galaxy's a big place, and I've seen how Hutts define luxury. Might not be a bad trip.
You said it. Here's the thing, though. Even Garblack can't pay for his ship and supplies in cash. He's auctioning off seats. Thousands of them.
So anyone with the money can escape the war with him.
The ticket prices are crazy. Half the galaxy wants out, but only kingpins and big shots can afford it. Think, Captain. How much would you pay to hang up those blasters and join a 10-year pleasure cruise?
Are you looking to get out? No more jobs, no more shootouts? Just a nice retirement plan?
Is that wrong? Huts can be good conversationalists, and I'm tired of the fighting. You must be too.
What's your pitch, Beryl?
I've got a lead on 24 tickets stolen by pirates and stowed on Rishi. I can sell them for 10 times what they're worth. We steal the tickets, we split the profits, we can even keep a few ourselves.
One last big score and we run off together in style. I can think of worse endings.
Not an ending. A new beginning.
So where do we find the tickets?
That's the tricky part. These pirates have cargo stowed all over, and there's no way we can search it all. But I've sliced into their cargo droid registry. If you make it look like there's a raid on their property, blow things up.
Then they'll send a droid to make sure the tickets are safe.
Exactly. I'll tell you where the droid is heading, and you just grab the tickets first.
Blow things up, watch the droid steal the tickets. Not a problem.
You forgot the last part. Get rich. Captain, did you get them?
Got them. 24 tickets to Garblock's luxury dreadnought.
That's our way out. No more running from Imp warships or Republic customs. Hey! Wait! Damn it!
Don't tell me those things are fake.
Oh, they're real. They're just designated for Deck 7, non-humanoids and ammonia breathers only. We can sell them no problem, but we're not going anywhere.
I know you wanted to get out, find somewhere safe. You probably deserve that pleasure cruise. But you'll be okay.
You're one to talk. You could have gotten out ages ago if you wanted. You've lost more credits than I'll ever earn. I'm sorry, tell me something. Why are you still here? Why keep fighting?
You know why. For all its faults, the Republic is the best hope we've got. I'm doing something good, and I won't abandon the people who rely on me.
Blast. I can actually understand that.
Sorry to disappoint.
Thanks for being honest. Anyway, we can always rely on money. Something to remember next scheme.
It's not a way out. But if you want more than money, I know plenty of people who could use a smart captain in a fast ship. Doesn't have to be privateer work. The Supreme Chancellor owes me a few favors.
Are you trying to make a hero out of me?
Just trying to get you out of my hair.
I'm not desperate for work, but for the right kind of job, yeah. Alright, you got a deal.
Now about those tickets.
I'll keep my end of the bargain and you'll get your cut. Plenty of rich huts in Arcona out there. Too bad the only people who can afford tickets don't really need them. The ones who've already got gangs and armies for protection.
There are non-humanoids and ammonia breathers out there who could use an escape. Folks hit hard by the conflict.
Yes, there are.
Ortolans watching their home on Hoth turn into a battleground. Refugees on Nar Shaddaa.
I think I can find a few dozen worthy candidates. But we're not getting rich today.
Never figured we were.
Me neither. I'm glad. I should get going. If I'm really going to start working for the Republic, I've got a few messes to clean up first.
You sure you can't stick around? 1 drink? Maybe 3.
Next time. But you're buying. Take care of yourself, Captain. And get back to saving the galaxy. For all of us who are stuck here.
I take it you're the one they call Torch.
Shay Visla. That little nickname the locals came up with. Hell if I know why.
You recently had a falling out with the Revanites and the Nova Blades. Think you could help me out?
Could? Yes. But will I? Do I want to? Tell you what. Instead of whatever grand gesture of cooperation you thought might happen here, why don't we try something a little different? Been a while since I had a decent challenge. I'm taking this opportunity to show my clan how it's done.
Oh.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Been a while since someone's given me a fight like that. You should be proud.
I can see how you earned your reputation.
Likewise. And speaking of earning things, I'd say you've earned a bit of intel for that performance. You were asking about the Revanites, right? We were the ones who hooked them up with the Nova Blades. Even helped them win a scrap or two. Once they started the secret manipulating all-out war nonsense, I pulled us out. I've had my fill of war.
A Mandalorian who's tired of war? I thought fighting was your whole life.
Fighting, yes. War. I guess it depends on who you ask. I think it's boring. You spend most of your time waiting around between battles, and when they finally happen, it's just a bunch of random killing. I prefer my fights sporting, or at least interesting.
And the Revanites don't?
Nope. They stack the deck as much as they can. I do know they've got a whole fleet of warships tucked away somewhere on this planet. Never gave me any real details or coordinates, but they're here. If you want to find them and smash them up, more power to you. I liked this place a lot better before they showed up.
If you want to join the fight, you'd be welcome.
I'll keep it in mind. Pretty sure I've got enough to do around here, though. Let's get you patched up, Vode. I've been going too easy on you.
We can't afford to be so reckless, Jakaro. Losing Theron is bad enough. What if we lost you too?
Now, everyone, stay calm. Queen Lena of Onderon once faced a similar predicament, and her solution was quite creative.
Shut up, droid!
What's going on? Where's Theron?
He was captured. The Nova Blades data listed a Revanite safe house here in town, and when we tried to investigate... Theron is the only one the Revanites saw. They may not know about the rest of us. If so, we need to maintain that advantage.
Between the two of you, there was no hope of rescuing him? I don't buy that for a second.
That's not the point. Whether we saved him or not, the attempt would have revealed us to the enemy, and then we'd be running now instead of completing our mission.
I really think you're all much too worried. They took him alive. That's a good sign. They're probably just torturing him a bit. Maybe doing some interrogation, where he could tell them about us. Oh no.
That won't be an issue. Theron has several discrete implants to help him ignore pain and chemical manipulation.
What if Revan or one of his followers used the Force? Couldn't they read his mind?
I've never been able to... Yes, I've tried. I'm sure it's no surprise. Theron's mind is highly ordered, very resolute. Probably due to his childhood training by the Jedi. He'll keep our secrets, and we will rescue him. But right now, we need to focus and think it all through, just like he would.
You're right. We need to stick to the mission. When we find the Revanites, we'll find Theron.
Precisely. If we're fortunate, he may even learn a bit about their plans. Now, what did you learn from the Mandalorians?
Revan has a hidden fleet here on Rishi. He's preparing for some kind of battle.
A hidden fleet. Pirates altering shipping lanes. That's it. They aren't just affecting the shipping lanes, they're also changing Imperial and Republic patrol paths.
Revan is trying to draw them into a battle.
Here, over Rishi, with his own ships in the mix, both fleets could be devastated.
That must be his goal. Weakening both sides so that he can make his own play.
We have to find some way to interfere.
I know where to find them! After they caught Theron, I intercepted their transmissions. After that, triangulating their base was a simple calculation. I completed it almost 87 seconds ago. They're on a small island not far from here. The native Rishi have a trading village on the same island. I'm sure they'd give us comfortable lodging.
Then let's go.
We need to clean up any trail we might have left here. You go on, we'll meet you shortly.
Oh, I used to love cleaning.
Greetings. We watched you fighting on the beach. The other off-worlders were very unkind. We are much friendlier. Have you come to trade? Do you need lodgings? Outsiders are always welcome here.
Thank you for the warm welcome. I'm surprised you're so open to outsiders.
We love outsiders. You all have such interesting things to say. An entirely new off-worlder. We've never encountered your language. Please, speak more.
Oh, there's no need for that, I assure you. I can speak quite well for both of us. Allow me to introduce...
The second head speaks too. I assumed it was decorative. How fascinating.
You mentioned the other off-worlders earlier, the ones who attacked me. What do you know about them?
We don't know much. I'm afraid they usually avoid us. It seems a little rude, but we know that our ways are different. They have some camps on the island. They wear different colors, dark in one, light in the other, but they all work together, like you.
Revanites. Some from the Republic, some from the Empire.
I think you're right. I'm still going over the data Theron decoded from the Nova Blades. Go to those camps and interfere any way you can.
Save the reading for later. It'd be nice to have you along for once.
I'd like to, but I really don't think you'll need my help. My time is better spent here. May the Force serve you well.
All right, you're here. You got us. Who in blazes are you, anyway?
Let's just say I enjoy exercising the freedoms the Republic provides.
The Republic is nothing but a tapestry of lies. Revan has shown us that. We've sworn to overthrow the governments who've kept the galaxy divided for so long. To end this war. How can you possibly justify standing in our way?
You're betraying your own people and getting a lot of them killed in the process. Why? Because some crazy guy in a mask said to?
Revan sees through the lies. He knows how to save the galaxy.
From what? War? Revan's been fighting this war for centuries. He's obsessed with it. This guy says he's gonna save us all. But he is manipulating and killing an awful lot of people along the way. Will there be anyone left to save when he's done?
I don't know. What do you want from me? Huh? Why are you saying all of this?
I believe you want to do what's right. And if you go back to the Republic, you still can.
You're serious? Just like that, huh? After everything that's happened?
Why not?
This is crazy. All right. I can't speak for everyone, but I'll give the Republic one last shot. We're with you, Cap. Thanks. For all this. And good luck.
With all of the security alerts, I was expecting more. The trash from Raiders Cove doesn't usually tumble in so far.
This doesn't have to turn ugly. We don't have to try and kill each other, right?
Wrong.
You're back. The Rishi told us about some disturbances in the camps.
I dealt with them both. Theron is being held in another Revanite stronghold nearby. Do we know anything about it?
The Valley facility? We just learned about it ourselves. The Rishi tell us there are quite a few starships hidden in the vicinity.
Revan's fleet.
Precisely. And according to the Nova Blade's data logs, his plan is moving swiftly. Fleets from the Empire and Republic are approaching as we speak. These aren't just small patrol groups. Both navies have gathered their most powerful warships. They're being overseen directly by Darth Mar and Satil Shan.
I would normally turn down a VIP party, but this one's gonna get even uglier than we thought. What do we know about the Revanite facility?
It seems to be their primary operating center on Rishi. Heavy security with only one clear path of approach. You'll have to attack straight on if we're to have any hope of rescuing Theron and stopping this fleet battle.
Then that's what I'll do.
We'll assist you any way that we can. Good luck. And in. Theron's toys make all of this slicing much simpler than I'd imagined.
Can you find any hard data on his location?
Let's see. Here we are. Recorded interrogation sessions. Coordinates are included. I'll forward them along.
What about Revan?
No information either way. I'd advise caution.
Another pointless attack.
Where's Theron?
He and I have had some interesting conversations. My own flesh and blood, completely blind to the sacrifices I've made. I've struggled for centuries to preserve the galaxy, to protect future generations from the most destructive evil that's ever existed. How can none of you see this?
What I see is a single madman getting lots of people killed.
Then you are blind to the truth as well.
You're here. Come on, we have to go. Now.
Theron?
Escaped all on your own. I hoped I would have more time to make you see.
He's got a signal jammer that's blocking all starship communications in the Rishi system. The fleets will come out of hyperspace practically on top of each other. No coordination, saboteurs in every crew. It'll be a massacre.
And at last, the board will be cleared of distractions.
Self-destruct sequence. Come on, we've got to go.
Look out!
Hello? Is everyone all right?
Lana, you shut down the self-destruct?
I'm beginning to get the hang of this slicing business.
I've created a monster.
You should hurry back. The Republic and the Imperial fleets will be arriving very soon.
Wasn't planning on staying anyway.
I'll meet you there. Need to grab a few things on the way out. Attacking from the air is pointless. The anti-air defenses are much too thick.
I'm afraid of them, doesn't that count? What are our other options?
I think a surface attack is our only real shot at taking the jammer down.
Leave that to me.
Perfect. We'll arrange transportation for you.
You've got to move fast. The fleets are going to be dropping out of hyperspace any second now. The longer we take... the more we lose.
You don't sound good, Theron. Shouldn't you be in a Kolto tank instead of planning missions?
Probably, but there's no time. I need to finish slicing the last of these Nova Blade files. They have data on every ship with Revanite infiltrators aboard. As soon as the jamming clears, we'll have to broadcast everything we've got to convince the fleets to cease fire and lock up the Revanites and their crews. One last thing since Lana stepped out. Watch your back. I'm starting to think my little visit to the Revanites might have been her idea.
You think she's working for the Revanites?
No, but I don't think she's putting all her cards on the table either. Just stay alert, all right?
This isn't the time to start dividing ourselves with suspicion. We have to stay united.
Maybe you're right. I don't know. We can sort it all out after that jammer's down. Good luck.
You did it. I'm sending out the files now.
Republic fleet, come in. Do you read me?
Flagship Dauntless here. Patching you through to the command deck.
This is Satil Shan. Do we have you to thank for shutting down that jammer?
That, and a whole lot more.
There are traitors hiding on every ship in your fleet. The Imperial ships, too. They're manipulating the battle from both sides.
I'm transmitting the traitors' names now. They're part of a cult. The Order of Revan.
Revan? But he was killed.
Well, apparently it didn't take.
All ships cease fire. Open a channel to the Imperial Commander.
I've been listening. As ruses go, this is quite creative.
It's the truth. Round up the people from Theron's list and see for yourself.
And if you're correct, what do you propose?
A meeting. Face-to-face on neutral ground.
There's a town on the surface, Raiders Cove. We'll send coordinates for the meeting spot.
Very well.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Would anyone like some refreshments? We have several fine beverages available.
No, thank you. I'm fine.
All right. Off to a good start.
What's with all the sour faces? Somebody start a war or something?
Not helping.
The Revanite ships have all been scattered, captured, or destroyed. Their accomplices aboard our vessels are in chains. You found a threat and given us the means to root it out. Separately, what do we have to discuss?
Revan is still alive, my lord, and his plans don't stop here.
The Emperor's not dead. Revan thinks he can fix that, but he's wrong, isn't he?
No one person, not even Revan, can truly destroy the Emperor.
Revan isn't exactly alone in this. We've stopped a lot of his followers, but who knows how many more he's got.
It doesn't matter. They will fail, and we will all suffer for it. The Emperor's current state is nebulous, incorporeal. To strike at him, Revan will first have to return him to a physical form.
Which is exactly what the Emperor wants.
He will destroy Revan, then move on to the rest of us. In time, he will consume all life in the galaxy.
You knew that was his goal and still followed him?
I only learned of his true plans recently, and I am no more interested in being fuel for his insanity than you are.
We have to stop this. Intercept Revan before he can restore the Emperor's form.
The Emperor's hideaway is a secret, even to the Dark Council.
The fourth moon of Yavin. That's where we'll find Revan. He wanted me to join him there. Never said I couldn't bring a few friends.
According to our data, he still has extensive forces at his disposal. We would stand a better chance of overcoming them together.
No matter what evidence I present, I doubt the Supreme Chancellor will agree to any kind of alliance or truce.
Neither will the Dark Council, but my ships and the soldiers aboard them are loyal to me.
I can convince my troops to maintain a truce. They've seen Revan's threat firsthand.
Next stop, Yavin 4.
Very well.
Theron.
We can talk on the way to Yavin. I have some business to finish here.
Thank you for your help. All of you. This can't have been easy.
The conspiracy is finally exposed. We've been hiding our actions from our allies for so long, it's a relief to have everything in the open.
So we can talk about how you threw me to the wolves now?
I made a calculated strategic decision, and it worked, as we can all see now.
And if you had talked to me about it, I would have volunteered, but you didn't even give me a choice.
We couldn't risk the Revanites knowing that your capture was a ploy. You had to be in the dark for the plan to work.
Theron had a right to know the danger he was going into, Lana. You should never have hidden the truth from him. Or the rest of us.
The ends have clearly justified the means. Personal feelings are irrelevant next to that. I think it's time we moved on. Yavin is a long way from here.
Agreed. Let's get moving.
Lana, stay a moment. We should talk.
Of course.
Enjoy your trip to Yavin.
This is quite a mess I've made, isn't it? The wicked Sith can't be trusted. Just the sentiment we need right now.
There's too much at stake to worry about people's feelings. You got us the information we need to stop Revan. That's all that matters.
I'm glad you agree. The moments we've shared, the connection between us, it's very important to me. I would never want to lose your trust. My strength flows from the passions I embrace. My service to the Empire, and you.
I guess I can't be surprised you'd put the Empire first.
And there we are again. This truce won't last forever. Even if we succeed, the war won't end. There's no future for us.
I'm not ready to give up. Are you?
Not yet. But time is not our ally. We should hurry along.
My master wishes to report that the surrounding terrain is quite rugged. The Revanites are based in an ancient temple nearby. We found no usable supplies or shelter.
The other scouts gave similar reports. There has been some contact with Revanite patrols, but no heavy resistance as yet.
Looks like you've settled in pretty well. Catch me up.
We need better eyes on the region around us. Scouts can only patrol so far and brush this dense.
It is more than that. I sense their fear, their distrust. This world is mired in ancient hatreds, and we have brought more than our share already.
Was there a suggestion somewhere in all that?
The troops are too distracted by each other to keep a proper lookout. They're expecting to be stabbed in the back.
Then we'll set an extended perimeter past the outer guards and make it impartial. Sensor equipment doesn't pick sides.
I can take care of that.
Once our position is secure, we can focus on Revan.
Do we know any more about how Revan is intending to bring the Emperor back?
Everything about the Emperor is a mystery, even to the Dark Council. Speed is our only ally now.
We'll keep in touch while you're getting those sensors up.
Good luck.
I finished planning the sensors.
Good work. Before you
come back to base, I think an extra modification is in order. With a few tweaks, we can set the sensors to forward us extra data on Imperial activities, and won't even know it's happening. You want to spy on the Empire's forces? I think recent events have taught us to keep an eye over our shoulder. We won't be doing anything to damage their capabilities, just staying informed on them.
You don't have to convince me. Just walk me through the modifications.
Alright, start with the internal communications processor. That should do it. I'll scrub our chat from the comm log. You should get back to base. Theron out.
You sense it too. Not the ancient Sith, or the Emperor. Not Revan. Another presence. Different from the rest.
Yes, it is more like you.
Are you saying there's another Jedi somewhere near us?
No Jedi could survive here alone. It is a vestige at most.
You sell us a bit short, Mar. But in answer to your question, no. The presence isn't exactly that of a Jedi either. It's still very difficult to pinpoint.
Sensors are picking up something a bit more solid. Large structures, mixture of ancient and modern materials. Looks like they've been ransacked. Lots of debris.
Check for broadcasts in signal range 47.2.
What am I seeing here? It's encoded.
The facts behind a rumor. That signal range is used only by the Imperial Guard. The structure we've found must be their training facility.
Rumor? Are you telling us you never knew where the Imperial Guard came from?
The Emperor's inner circle guards its secrets carefully.
If the Guard has a facility here, they may have information on the Emperor's hiding place. That would lead us straight to Revan.
Agreed. As this concerns only Imperial interests, I will assemble a team of my own to investigate. Beniko, with me.
We can't sit back and watch. There's no telling what they might pull out of that facility. We can't just take their word for it.
Hurry. While Mar is gathering his team, make your way out of the camp and search the Imperial Guard base as quickly as possible.
We'll stall the imps as much as we can. Let's just hope this doesn't turn ugly.
Just don't get in over your heads. That's more my specialty.
We won't.
May the Force be with you.
Invaders! Interlopers! This world is off limits! He told us from the start, only the devoted, only the purest, his orders, his command!
Great. Someone to question, and he's lost his mind.
No, I see clearly. His sight can never be lost.
You were attacked by the followers of a man named Revan. Do you know where he's gone?
To the temple. And from there, the final steps are walked. We have failed, but so will he. Plans within plans, always. This too has been foreseen. All possibilities are witnessed and adjusted for.
What are you talking about?
The end is inevitable. All will be devoured to fuel his transcendence. All nations, all worlds, all species. You, me, Revan. None will survive. My death serves his will, as all do. We are the fuel. Our sacrifice ignites his blazing glory.
I see you've made a new friend.
This man is the only survivor of Revan's attack. We need to take him back to the camp for questioning.
Then we will. Return to the camp. We have much to discuss. This was an Imperial matter. Your associate was not needed.
We're supposed to be working together. If the situations were reversed, wouldn't you have done the same thing?
You don't trust us.
If you trusted us, having me involved wouldn't have been an issue.
This is a dangerous game you play.
kill each other now. Wait until later. It's all the same. It all fuels the flame.
Enough. I will wrench the information we need from this man. The rest can be settled later.
Why not let Master SWTOR have a try at that?
Do not push me further.
I've got a feeling torture is something this guy has seen plenty of. It can't hurt to try something different. You're free to watch. No secrets.
Let's get this over with.
Master SWTOR's techniques are interesting and rather effective, I must admit. I think we'll have the information we need very soon. I want you to know I advised against Mar's plan with the guard facility. We've come so far together. I'd hate to see that progress ruined by territoriality.
Are you worried about keeping the truce together? Or were you thinking more about the two of us?
Both, I suppose.
I must say, Master SWTOR is quite a pleasant interrogator. Theron should be quite proud.
Let's find out what we're up against.
A device for mass ritual sacrifice? That's seriously what he called it?
Capable of killing every living thing on this moon as fuel for the Emperor's resurrection.
And housed within the very temple the Revanites are using as their base of operations.
So, we'll have to breach the temple and shut the weapon down before Revan can activate it.
Getting inside at all will be challenging enough.
The temple entrance has a locking system that can be overridden from the outside, provided we find the right mechanisms.
On it.
I certainly never thought we'd be killed by an ancient Sith murder machine.
We're fortunate to have run into each other.
Think I found the locks Ivan mentioned. You better get out there and take a look. We'll feed you info as we find it.
Good luck.
Good. You have opened the way.
Revan? How is this possible?
Through the Force, anything is possible. When the Emperor's followers struck me down, I learned to release my attachments.
Then who's wearing your mask and leading your followers?
I do not know, but I recognize much of myself in him. The darkness I left behind. He must be stopped. His fury will only strengthen the Emperor, not destroy him.
I'm sorry I wasn't there to fight with you. We might have been able to avoid all of this.
It's good that you didn't. I told myself that I was not altered by my centuries in the Emperor's grasp. But my actions were those of a madman, consumed by rage. I am glad to have left such evil behind. You must do what I could not.
You've done it. The way is opening.
I just spoke to Revan.
You what? He was there?
It was his spirit. He couldn't tell me who's wearing his mask, but he did confirm that trying to kill the Emperor wouldn't work.
The man who tortured me was an imposter? How could he know so much?
We can sort that out when we face him. For now, we need to focus on the weapon he has primed inside the temple.
You're right. We're only going to get one shot at this. Once our forces enter the temple, it's only a matter of time until our friend pulls the trigger.
A joint strike, committing all of our forces and the Empire's, has a good chance of pushing through the temple and disabling the weapon before it can fire.
An operation like that needs perfect coordination and trust. It might take some doing to get our troops working together at that level.
We could get a smaller group in, faster and more quietly.
A small team might be able to infiltrate the temple and reach the device before it can be activated, but they'll be facing some steep odds.
You have led the mission this far. Our victory is within reach. We'll let you decide how best to achieve it. Revan's spirit.
Are we ready?
All teams report ready. You've done very well. All of the soldiers here look up to you. Imperial and Republic both.
Let's proceed.
All units, move out. All units report success. The weapon has been shut down and all Revanites neutralized. Only one more left to deal with.
Ivan told us where Revan might go. The Emperor's final sanctuary.
We've got speeders prepped. You won't be facing him alone.
Well then, let's settle this so we can all go home.
Your entire army's barely managed to drive me back. You think you'll be able to face me without them?
I have a feeling I'm not the only one who wants a crack at you.
Shay Vizsla?
Wouldn't miss a fight this good.
Bring as many fools as you like. You won't stop what must be done.
You don't know what you're doing. The Emperor is too powerful.
No, not any longer. I have set my will against this creature for centuries. Only I can destroy him.
But you aren't Revan.
Who else could do what I've done? Who else would have the strength to come this far? I am Revan, and I will complete the work I started so long ago.
I spoke to Revan's spirit. You can't be him.
Lies! You have been deceived.
Can't you see what you've become? Your hatred and regrets are consuming you.
My own flesh and blood standing against me. The depths of his corrupting influence are endless. I will waste no more time. This must end now!
What's happening?
Impossible! The ritual hasn't even begun.
The deaths you've caused, the war you've fueled, it is all mine. This galaxy is mine. It's time I claimed it once more.
That was something. Everybody make it?
We're fine.
That was him.
The Emperor.
How is that possible? We stopped Revan.
He did not assume a physical form or possess a body, and he left as soon as he appeared. None of it makes sense.
Still packs a punch.
The General is entirely misinformed, Your Eminence. A few coats of paint, and I'll be ready for the Lunar Gala.
Looks like we weren't the only survivors.
He might be able to tell us more about what's happened.
I've failed.
As have I. So many centuries. The Emperor and his dread masters trying to wrench me apart. to unleash my anger and hatred. I detached myself from the pain, focused on the Force.
You hid behind Jedi platitudes. You weren't strong enough to survive the torture or the battle in the Foundry. I faced them. I survived them.
You've carried on, dragging the remains of a body that should have long since faded to dust. Hatred fueled cunning, but burned out all wisdom. Without me, you could not see.
Strength is useless without some wisdom to guide it.
We need to repair what the Emperor has done. I am whole again. But there is much to do. The Emperor has returned. Steel yourselves against what will come.
Let's get back to base camp. He was right. We have a lot to do.
Your actions are confusing, to say the least. I don't appreciate being left in the dark.
Does the Supreme Commander share these concerns, Chancellor?
He does not, but that is hardly...
The two of us have been fighting this war for quite some time now. We know what we're doing, and we appreciate your trust in us.
Just as I'll appreciate being informed when your fleet is back in position, so rush out.
I guess ignoring the boss runs in the family.
Ignoring Suresh is always a good idea.
Never knew you were so political.
Our forces are preparing to launch.
I should make sure ours are ready to do the same.
It's strange. The next time we meet, our circumstances will be... quite different.
Well, don't take it personally, but I'm hoping that you'll never see me again.
And I'll hope that I do.
I'm gonna see if SWTOR needs any help. Catch me later.
Well, our time has come, even sooner than I'd feared. Revan is gone. We've accomplished what we set out to do. But now we have an entirely new problem, and no truce to face it.
Do you know if the Dark Council has a plan for how to move forward?
I don't, though Ma did ask to speak with me as soon as we've launched. What's next for the galaxy's most notorious smuggler? After everything that's happened, I imagine you're even more in demand than ever.
I was figuring we'd be going on a tour of the galaxy's finer hotspots.
If only. I'm not at all sure what my future holds. But the future doesn't have to start for a while yet. For now, I'd like to make the most of the present.
There's nothing I'd like more.
I'm going to miss you.
I'm going to miss you too, Lana.
Farewell.
The Imperials are leaving a small force of volunteers behind to watch for any further activity from the Revanites or the Emperor. We'll be doing the same.
As it happens, Jakaro and I have received several lucrative business offers. Various acquaintances made on Rishi, nothing to concern yourselves with. That being said, we have sincerely enjoyed our time with you, and would gladly provide our services again at any time.
Why go work with someone else? I'd be happy to have you stick around and join my crew.
A tempting offer. Farewell.
There's more for us to discuss.
If this situation with the Revanites has proven anything, it's the value of having eyes and ears outside of the Republic. You've done good work as a licensed privateer, but the SIS wants you to be able to go even further. This card is programmed with authorization codes from the director of the SIS himself. Complete immunity from Republic prosecution of any kind. Take any job you can find if you think it might lead to information on the Emperor and his followers. I mean it.
The minute I hear anything useful, I'll send it your way.
Perfect.
We're attempting to calculate where the Emperor might have gone, but we don't know enough about his capabilities to determine anything for sure.
While we get the task force up and running, we're gonna need you out there acting on your own. Follow every lead you can find.
And remember, the threat of the Empire remains. They will not hesitate to use this situation to gain an advantage over us. Until the Emperor is destroyed for good, the entire galaxy is in danger. We must be ready.